We're at campsite number 3 today up in the Lake George Wild Forest. There's countless of trails here. Free hiking, or not free, free hiking, yeah, of course. Some beautiful hikes. But there's also some free camping. Not just 150, the standard 150 feet off. But there's also, I think, 13? Yeah, like 13 designated camping sites that you can drive up to. There's a few as you get, farther up that way, which is heading towards Sleeping Beauty and whatnot. But today, just gonna car camp. So here we are, campsite 3. I was gonna set up my hammock, but I was smelling the plastic. All I have is one of those little blue tarps from Walmart, and it smells like fish guts out here. Yeah, no, not a good idea. So let's see, nice little fire pit, a little box with a toilet, and just right there where that dark spot is, that's where I'm gonna put the tent. So what I'm gonna do now is do a little time lapse of me setting it up, and I'll be right back with you. Well, let's take a closer look at my home tour tonight. I thought I had my Ozark trail tent, and it appears that's not the case. This is actually from BattleBox, a monthly subscription company. Good product, good gear. Never had a complaint. First tent that I got sent had a busted zipper. The zipper in question was right here. So I reached out to them, told them what was wrong. I had a new tent real soon. So it looks like I'm sleeping in this, not the tent originally thought of. I was going to do a little review on that. It's an Ozark trail, but you know what? Sometimes it works. I'm going to put the rain fly on in a little bit. I'll show you what that looks like after. Get all the sleeping gear in there. If you want, there's my bag. Nothing fancy. I believe Redstone 170. I think it's probably a 70 liter. I probably got to work on getting smaller. But for right now, I'm gonna finish situating. I'm gonna start cooking some dinner, and let's see where it goes. All right. Well, let's see. For dinner, I had a couple options here from Mountain House. Got some chicken teriyaki and some beef stew. I'm thinking tonight we're gonna go with the chicken teriyaki. Now, I forgot my lighter down in the car. Luckily enough, I do know how to use one of these, but I got to be careful. I spilled some of my fuel. Let's move the rest of it out of the way for now. Let that burn off. And we'll fill up the stove. Looks like I gotta get a new cook set though, because this one a little bit out of shape. I gotten it from, well, it's another one of those ones for the battle box. Came with the tent. But it's just all been out of shape. One of the grommets broke on it. So we gotta either make a new one, buy one, something like that. Let this sit and soak for a little bit. All covered in soot from using it as a also as a little fireplace a couple years back. I mean, it works, don't get me wrong. It's just all that smaller, more compact, you know? I cheated though as far as water came. I stopped at the store. Told you, I was car camping. Even in one of my little bags for a little bit later. Got some adult beverage. Not the one that I wanted, but hey, beggars can't be choosy. I would have preferred a dark beer, but instead we got some Keystone Ice. Well, this is a little gross. I think I might have forgotten to clean it out my last trip. And dummy me. I didn't bring any, how much does this need? I didn't bring a single, move that up a little bit. There we go. Silly me. I didn't bring a rag. Let's see, 16 ounces of water. A little bit more because I want something nice. Just set that right there. I mean, granted, I could just start a fire, do it that way, but I don't feel like it. Now let's see if I can get a spark down there. Got it. Nailed it. know it's supposed to take some time to prime, but let's get this bad boy bubbling. Utensils, however, this is going to be something new. Where did I put it? I got this knife, fork, spoon combo from Uko. Only a couple ounces. They intergrade like so to make even longer. Which for bags like this, perfect. So we're gonna eat with this tonight. I know there's lighter ones on the market, and probably don't know when I'd ever use a knife, but you never know. It's light, compact, so who cares? Let's see. Now, a few questions for any of y'all. What's something that you'd like to see? Questions for me, things you'd like to tell me. I mean, I'm not here to make money and whatnot, so if you like this overnight adventure, please leave a like, leave a comment. If you want to see what's coming up, click that subscribe button, hit that little bell on the bottom there. This way here you get notified when a new one comes up. So, well, I may have put too much fuel in there. Doesn't want to go out just yet. Lesson learned. Hands are a mess. Quite a bit. I got 2 gallons of water to wash them off. Don't mind the hat. It was a little sunny. Another little gift from my battle box. You guys go check them out. No, and by any chance, anyway, my sponsor. It'd be kind of cool, but it's just stuff I got. Now that that's died out, I've slightly burnt my finger. Now we can snuff it out. I'll get a fire going in just a minute. But while my food just sits right here and wait. Let's just enjoy the quiet. Oh, excuse me. Oh, never fails. Minimum 3 every time. This is a nice little spot, and by the sounds of it, if you go in that direction, it's Lake George. And I'm basing that off of the fact that, I'd say about a few minutes ago, I heard myself toot, toot, one of the steamboats. Oh, while I sit down and eat, and I tell you about the story of how I got into camping out here, how I started doing backpacking, and maybe it'll help to inspire somebody else. You never know. Oh, actually, while I'm thinking about it, let's see how hot this bad boy is. Luckily enough, somebody left tongs. So I can move this right out of the way, let that cool off. And I'm gonna get me a fire going. I know. I cheated. I brought in outside. I went, stopped at the store, picked up some wood. Well, frankly, I didn't feel like going. Didn't feel like going out, and I mean, there's plenty of wood, but it did get a torrential downpour, so it's kind of a little wet. But I do got my favorite fire starter here. Real simple. Cost, oh, here in New York, it'll cost you $2.14 to make. Cotton balls, petroleum jelly, right at the dollar store. Just fluff it up. I'm gonna throw a couple right in there. Where'd I put my? That's my speaker. Also got magnesium. I don't have a lighter with me, so. Let's make it with this. It's got a fairly decent edge on it. Come on. You know, this is supposed to be real easy. I'm being showed up. There we go. Come on. There we go. We got fire. Put some of these smaller things on there. Let that catch. Then the rest should. This little gizmo, Walmart, a few bucks. Not bad. Actually seems to work pretty well. I don't know, I put all my fire stuff in one bag instead of two. For now, just to save space. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta blow your nose. I don't know how the light's picking up on this. I forgot my headlamp just down in the car, just a few feet. I'm gonna give this another stir. Should be just about ready. Let's give it a shot. Oh, I know I've heard this in countless other YouTubers' videos, but that tastes good. That is very delicious. Just checking my phone, make sure I'm still in frame. So yeah, how I got into None of y'all have tried the Mountain House. You can go Walmart. Pick it right up. This bag right here, it's 2.5 servings. I'm a fat guy. I'm gonna eat it all. So, but yeah, like I was saying, how I got into this a few years back. I don't even remember. I was overhearing some people talking about trails to hike on and just different things. So I was like, all right, see what see what it's like. Came across this app, All Trails. Again, no sponsors, and looked it up. Looked up this area here. Found Sleeping Beauty. Started walking. I ended up walking down the road that I drove up, and of course, about a few yards up that way, coming in, there's a snowmobile trail you can go off. I went that way. And upon going that way, walked for a while, I was wondering, I'm not seeing anybody. All kinds of cars. I haven't seen nobody. I get a little farther, I see a little junction. Sleeping Beauty. Make a right. Made a right. That hour and a half walk that I did, just to bring me back out, which would have been maybe about another 20 minutes. Alright. Walked up, started going up Sleeping Beauty. Mind you, first hike ever, I didn't want to get lost. So I went up, happened to catch this little peak of view. Walked towards it. Beautiful, nice little opening. I must have sat there for, an hour. Just looking over at the lake, watching the boats go. That's when I fell in love with hiking. So I try to get out as much as I can. So far, I've only done local. Some that's within like about half hour, 45 minutes drive from home. I want to at least get a couple of the high peaks this year. At the very minimum, one, just to get me on board to all 46. Now, as far as camping out here, it was a little while later. It was actually, let's see, what you want me saying this? Let's just say for reasons, really wasn't, I couldn't go home for the night. There were a couple of nights. I had a tent. Said to hell with it. Drove up, found one of these car camping spots. First night ever. A lot of you gonna laugh. This part. All of a sudden I'm hearing what I'm thinking is people hooting and hollering. But then I'm hearing all different directions. All around. Didn't know what it was. Later on found out that they were coyotes. Second night, I hiked up, went up Sleeping Beauty. I finally saw it. Kept walking towards the back, and that's when I found Fishbrook Pond. Beautiful. If you ever get a chance to spend the night out there, go for it. I've done it a few times. There's fish out there. They tormented me one night. Ooh, firecrackers. They tormented me one night. Freaking just jumping, going after the bugs over the water. And silly me, I didn't have a fishing net, not fishing net, fishing pole. And after that, just been slowly getting used to being out here. Times you just gotta get away from society and just listen to nature. Although later on, I do got a couple movies that I downloaded to watch. Might sit and watch those when it gets darker after having a couple of my adult beverages. But I want to thank you guys if you've made it this far. Thank you for joining me. This bite's for y'all. are hot. So what was some of your first camping experiences? Not in a campground. Those ones are too simple. Because actually, technically, that was my first time camping. But it's not as immersive as this. I mean, you could be in one little site, maybe about this big, if that, depending on the place. There's others that I've seen. Here's my site. Just on the other side of this little trees behind me is another site. Yeah, no. This, like the only people that I've seen, unless there's some camping out at the base of Sleeping Beauty, they were up quite a ways. It looked like it's like 4 vehicles, but I can't see them. I can't see them. I can't hear them. None of that. I'm okay with that. But yes, tell me what some of your experiences were. Were you scared, nervous? I was. It's a little. I was quite a bit nervous, not knowing what was around. Then I hear, oh, black bears. That freaked me out. So I started researching. Yeah, you just yell at them, unless baby in front, mama in back, or vice versa. Then not so nice. Other than that, you're alright. Matter of fact, while we're doing this, I'm gonna get me one of my beers. Nothing big, just Keystone Ice, something cheap. How's this coming out? Oh, according to my phone, don't look too bad. So cheers, my friends. Firecracker. Now looking around, there's at least one can somebody left here from previous before. People, if you go camping, if you come out here, clean up your mess. I mean, your car is only what, about 50 yards away. Well, folks, it's getting late. It's getting dark. Actually, as you can see, it's quite dark. Using my little headlamp to lighten my ugly mug up. Just gonna sit back, enjoy what little fire I've got left. Then I'm gonna, as a precaution, probably put my the rain fly up, and sit back, watch a little something on my phone. Then I'm gonna go to bed. Getting close to, it's known as hiker midnight. So unless something comes up over the night, folks, have a great night, and I'll be with you in the morning. Night. I don't know. Oh, that was a bit of a rough night for me. Excuse me. No, I just had a hard time sleeping. At one point, woke up, had night terror. So I laid in bed for a little bit longer. It's actually about almost 10 o'clock. I want to get up. There's the inside of where I'm sleeping tonight, or last night. I'm about 5'10". Man, my feet just about go to the end. I had just enough room up here to throw my shoes. It's one of them times. I wish I was a little shorter. I've seen other people reviewing this tent. They're short. And they have all this much room up here. In order for me to do that, I gotta have my legs all curled up. View outside. Let the rain fly up, just in case, but didn't need it. Nice bright blue sky. Got a beef liner, huh? One lonely woodpecker. Other than that, fairly uneventful. But I'm gonna get myself all together here and go grab some breakfast and get back with you. I don't know. Oh, that was a bit of a rough night for me. Excuse me. No, I just had a hard time sleeping. At one point, woke up, had night terror. So I laid in bed for a little bit longer. It's actually about almost 10 o'clock. I want to get up. Here's the inside of where I'm sleeping tonight, or last night. I'm about 5'10". Man, my feet just about go to the end. I had just enough room up here to throw my shoes. It's one of them times. I wish I was a little shorter. I've seen other people reviewing this tent. They're short. And they have all this much room up here. In order for me to do that, I gotta have my legs all curled up. View outside. Let the rain fly up, just in case, but didn't need it. Nice bright blue sky. Got a beef liner, huh? One lonely woodpecker. Other than that, fairly uneventful. But I'm gonna get myself all together here and go grab some breakfast and get back with you. All right. As promised, now it's a little bit more lighter. Yeah, this was my little home for the night. I got a little chill. Sleeping bag did pretty good. With me not in it. It's fairly spacious. For somebody shorter. It's just right about size for me. I still haven't gotten that. Apparently I still haven't gotten the hang as to how much alcohol to put in this stove. Live and learn, right? It's hot. It's hot, 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 hot. Just cooking up some breakfast. Today's breakfast is gonna be breakfast hash from Mountain House. Folks. Alright, folks. Seems like Murphy's really trying to get me today. Had trouble sleeping last night. I got a flat tire too. Went down to get my food. And yeah. I only have a donut. So I'm gonna have to put air in it. Hope that it holds. And go to the garage, get it fixed. The same amount of fuel that I put in. Then it wasn't enough. Water didn't boil. Thanks, Murphy. Other than that, wonderful day. Bright blue skies. Tried filming this little bit already, and camera froze. So this is take 2. Today's breakfast, non-sponsored, Mountain House. Breakfast hash, potatoes, shredded beef, green chilies, black beans, and corn. Yeah. All right, water's at a boil. So I'm gonna turn you off and I'm gonna make some breakfast, break down camp, and figure out what I'm gonna do. Well, overall, even despite the flat tire, having a night terror, this wasn't that bad. Just walking around, making sure that there's I got nothing left, picking up any extra garbage that I might see. Is you want to preserve the places like this. I mean, we're graciously allowed to come out here, camp, no charge. I mean, this beats any kind of campground. No neighbors, just you, the woods. I mean, there's neighbors because this is 3. There's 2 more sites down this way, and I know of at least a couple more that are heading up there two being at the base of Sleeping Beauty. And it's got a couple nice spots for a couple nice little pads. You're not gonna really fit one of those big old tents in here too good, although, you know, I guess you could put it right there. A lot of roots and stuff. I guess if you're looking something like that, you probably got an air mattress. I don't use those. That's all the gear I used. Tent, sleeping bag, and sleeping pad. Broke it. Sleeping bag I borrowed. It was lighter, more compact. But I'm a big boy, so it didn't exactly wrap around me too well. I used it as a blanket instead. But as always, folks, if you enjoy this, leave a like. Hell, leave a like anyway. Just be nice. Want to see more? Well, subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Try to get outdoors as often as I can, and well, bring you along. But this is it for my adventure today. I gotta go get my flat tire fixed and run some more errands. No hike for me today, I guess. Such is life, right? One last panoramic view. My name's Larry, and I hope you all get outside. Maybe someday I'll see one of you out on the trail.